Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I am back with another video. And today we're talking about how to get everyone in your reality to love everything about you. So I don't want to say this in like a vain way, but I've kind of manifested this because this is not just how you guys feel about me. It's really like how my friends, my SP, my family, treat me. And I'm gonna tell you how I went about that and how I went about expanding that. So yeah, before I get into it though, a few announcements. So the Light of Love coaching for a specific person manifestation is open for enrollment, hey Lee, for September. So if you guys are interested, hey Liv, email me. My Business Divine group coaching, well, hello Winter, hi Anna. My Business Divine, hey Glam, hey Damien, is open as well. Hi Ty, hey Papaya, hey Everyday, hey Kayla. So yes, Business Divine, for quantum jumping your business, hitting at very least 10K months or doubling if you've already surpassed that. Hi Yara. So email me if you guys are interested in that. And like the video, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, you guys. I just want to do a short shout out. I'm going to eventually do a post for her, but my tech goddess Anu put that Discord together for free, just because she saw the need in the the need in the community for support. So if you guys would just leave a loving thank you for her in the comments, not these comments because she won't see them here, but in the other comments, that would be amazing. I just want her to know how much we appreciate, because it was actually Lee, I believe, who's manifesting health for her father. And I would love if we could all intend for that as well. But we just, everybody came together and was just surrounding Lee in love. And I read it and I just was crying. It just meant so much, just to see people come together in love, completely selflessly, just to support someone. And it wouldn't be possible because I'm not a tech person. I don't know anything about Discord at all. And it wouldn't be possible without her. So just leave some love for her after this live, you guys. That would be great. And I have one more thing to say as well, you guys. So a part of our family, which I see you guys as all of us as a big family, is struggling right now, you guys. And she has a son and they are currently homeless. And I just decided, so I want to tell you guys how this came about, because I've been talking back and forth with her. We know she can manifest. We know, I don't want any comments like, why didn't she just manifest it? Like, we know, we're working on it, right? But those of you that have been through a struggle, right? Think about how people manifest their SPs for years and struggle and go through emotional turmoil. Imagine struggling, trying to manifest financial stability for you and your child. It's stressful, So anyhow, as I was imagining for her, I saw, I had the feeling to ask people for donations, right? Just to ask. I mean, I'm obviously going to be donating too and have been, but like to ask for donations. And it kind of took me aback for a second. And I was like, because that's just not something that I've ever done. It's not really something that I do. And I thought to myself, okay, well, that obviously was received, but I would love confirmation for that. And at the same time that I was imagining for her, I was imagining my YouTube plaque on my thing. And so later she sent me an email and she says, wow, I had a vision of you today and you had your YouTube plaque. And you hit this certain amount of subscribers by December. And I took that as okay, so she's like tapped into my visualization. Obviously, I'm tapped into hers. And so I took that as my confirmation to go ahead and just make it available, you guys. And y'all, it doesn't need to be a lot. $1 can make a difference. So, and I had this idea, I'm going to be completely open with you guys. And I was like, gosh, I mean, I'm not really a charity, right? I don't necessarily You know, I'm not a charity, but I was like, why not though? If I have the ability to reach others and to use that, as you guys can see, I love putting people on. If you're an artist, I want to put you on. If you are somebody that is in my community, in my circle, I want to put you on and get you out there and bring prosperity to you in any way. But I just would love to see us just come together in whatever you can do. You know, there's a Cash App link and every single penny is going to her. So if you guys have it in your heart, I would love that. Obviously, you don't have to. It's not, you know, whatever. Please, like I said, again, nobody in the comments say anything about, oh, she needs to just manifest it, right? Clearly, if God is telling me to do this for her, clearly this is her way. And so let's just write on that. Anyhow, let's get into the video, okay? Because getting everybody in your reality to love and adore you is actually counterintuitive in a sense, right? So it's not, Yara, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi, I love you. So what people might think is like, oh my gosh, you know, I should totally like affirm, you know, I should affirm like, yeah, everybody loves me, right? Which I totally did. And so, and that does work. But here's the thing, you guys, that I want to explain, okay? So your self-concept gives way to the state that you're in, right? Most of the time, okay? So your self-concept gives way to the state that you dwell in most of the time. Now, you can manifest without manifesting your self-concept. Like my drawing, I think I didn't bring my pens over here, but like my drawing says, if I can find a clean diagram, it's not that clean, but your self-concept is this core. This core is going to lead to beliefs and assumptions, but these beliefs and assumptions are a product of your state, right? So in between here is going to lead, this right here is going to be your state based off your self-concept. So for instance, if you feel like you're not valuable, you might be in a state where people don't treat you nicely, right? Most of the time, that might be your dominant state. Now you might get a haircut and some new clothes and then assume, oh, I got a haircut, I got new clothes, I look good now, people like me now, and you might experience that, right? But you grow your hair back out and you show up in pants and sweatpants and nobody notices you anymore, right? So this is the thing. You can come in and out of states, right? But the self-concept is still going to express. So you want to affect the self-concept, which is why I harp it so hard on you guys, because I don't want you to just get what you want. There's honestly not that much thrill, you guys. Think about it. When you get what you want, you're like happy for like a few minutes, days, maybe, right? And then it's like, okay, what's the next thing? What you want is a lasting experience of amazing things happening. I have a whiteboard, Shauna. I don't know why. Well, you know what? I have a whiteboard, but I put other stuff on it. I should get another one for this, though. You're right. Guess you manifested it, Shauna. I can't. So anyhow, but your state is leading to your most dominant, your self-concept is leading to your most dominant state that you continue to return to. So like I said, yeah, you might come out of a state of feeling like people don't like you because of whatever, right? Oh, I got a fancy new job, so now people will respect me. So you think that, but the moment that you get fired, it's like, oh shit, I'm back where I was, right? So I'm thinking about how I want to start, but I want to start here because I started to get more love after doing some things, but the first thing that I did, right, kind of being everybody's like, it sounds so like vain and like conceited, but I'm not trying to be that way, I promise. But being everybody's favorite, to be honest, right, in my life, like beyond you guys, right? How that really was from me being love, okay? It came from me just being love, being loving to people, seeing the best in others, right? Seeing the best in others helps others to see the best in you, right? People, I think what it is for me is that people feel very safe and loved in my presence. And so let's say, for instance, okay, let's take this example, right? Let's say it's a girl and her boyfriend and she has put on a few pounds and, you know, her boyfriend is like, babe, like, I'm honestly not attracted to you. You need to get to the gym. Like, I don't know what we need to do. Like, you need to go on a diet, whatever. How is she going to feel motivated? Like, yeah, I should totally get to the gym. You know, and she might. Some people respond to stuff like that, but most people are going to feel so hurt and beaten down that they're not going to feel inspired or motivated to go to the gym, right? Now, if her man was like, babe, like, you look good either way. I love you. I care about you. I just want to be here for you. You know, I just want to be here for you with whatever and however, you know, however I can support you and supporting your body and loving your body, let me do that. How is she going to feel, right? She's going to feel more inspired. She's going to think, man, what could I do to love my body? I could move around a little bit more. Hey, babe, would you go on a walk with me every evening? There you go, right? So being kind and loving, in my experience, right, you're going to catch more bees with honey than vinegar. And that has been mostly true for me. Now, it's a balance, though, of not being overly giving and overly nice and being taken advantage of, also having boundaries. But being love, you guys, being the most loving version of yourself is what really gets people to love you that way, okay? Now, the next thing is self-love and adoration. Not Thai. I prefer the direct route. I can't. But self-love and adoration. So here's the thing. When you really want love, when like what the thing that made you say, oh my God, wait, I gotta click this shit. I gotta watch this video, right? Is the version of you or the part of you. Now, some of you guys just love me and I love you back. But those of you that were like, okay, yes, this is what I need. I need to have this. What's going on? It's coming from, I'm not it and I want to be it. Now, once again, you place your value and your validation and your sense of self on the outside of you, okay? So what you're saying, and again, remember, it's funny, Monica puts a mirror in the comments. Your reality is a mirror. So if your reality is a mirror and your state is, I'm not valuable, I'm not loved, I'm not lovable, and if I could just get this thing outside of me to shift, I would be that. How do you get there, right? How do you get there? So you're waiting for your friends to finally include you. You're waiting on your man to finally buy you some flowers. You're waiting on maybe the scale to say something, right? Different. So that you can finally just accept that you're the baddest bitch on the baddest bitch on the planet. Right? You're waiting, and you stay in waiting. And then because you are, number one, not feeling it inside, number two, looking for it outside of you, and number three, taking the evidence from outside of you that it's not working, right? All it is deepening the feeling of unworthiness, deepening the feeling that people don't fuck with me, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys this. I fuck with myself way before people was fucking with me, okay? If you listen to rappers, I love talking to rappers when it comes to self-concept. I think that rappers have some of the best self-concepts that you can have. But they always emphasize, like, I've been on. You know what I mean? Y'all just found out, but I've been on, right? No rapper is sitting there at the studio, right, at the like, yeah, bro, you know, I ain't really shit. Nobody fucks with me. My music is trash. But as soon as Jay-Z signed me, I'm going to be in there. No. They're knowing I'm a star, right? I'm a star right now with no deal, with no millions, with no chain, right? With no Lambo, right? They're knowing who they are claiming themselves to be. I watched my own videos, you guys. When nobody was watching them, I was watching them. Nobody was liking them, I was liking them. Okay? It really is, like, when I saw the Most Movement, because I did do some princess treatment, obviously, you guys, giving attention to things like affirmations, rampages, stuff like that, do princess treatment, subliminals, all that stuff is going to obviously create a difference in your reality. But if it's not held, right? If it's not held, if your self-concept is not big enough to hold this new idea about yourself, if you believe deep down that you're not valuable and you're saying everybody loves and adores me, everybody spoils me, everybody does everything that I want. That might happen while you're saying that, but the day that you stop listening to that tape, it goes away. Why? Because it's not really how you feel about yourself. Okay? It's not really. I've always been an A-list actor. Y'all just didn't know it yet. Will Smith, period. Okay? But you're not really knowing when you're, every day that you sit down, you guys, to affirm for your worth, you're coming most of the time, because there will be a time when you know that you're so worthy. Like I still affirm for my worth and my value. Not really, because I know it. I just, like, for me, you guys, I honestly just create, it's not even a creation. I just identify with the highest part of me. I identify with the God self. So if I'm the God self, then I'm perfect, period. I can't add anything onto that. And I'm in acceptance and knowing that. So that's one thing. But having the value within as a concept of yourself, that's it perfectly, right? It's more than an affirmation. One of my favorite clients, I love her so freaking much. If she sees this, she'll know I'm talking about her. But she asked me, she was like, Olivia, how do you, like, what do you affirm? Like, what are your affirmations for you to experience these things that you're experiencing? And I was like, girl, I don't really honestly affirm, to be honest. Like, I might do a challenge with you guys. You know, I focus on my core beliefs if I'm affirming, right? And when I say that, I'm just really playing them while I sleep. I might set some intentions of how I want to feel, but what I'm really doing, you guys, and there was times when I was affirming and I saw some results, but the amount of love that I'm getting now from everybody in my reality really directly correlated with the amount of depth of love and value that I saw within myself, that I continue to see within myself, that I maintain that state, right? It's one thing to get into a state. It's another thing to maintain the state. All right? Like I said in another video, when I wake up, guys, I don't always feel amazing. I don't always feel turned the fuck up and how I be on these videos. Sometimes I feel really regular, and I have to choose again, right? I have to choose again. Who am I being? Like, who am I, though? Right? Right now, I'm identifying as the avatar, as Olivia. And I love being Olivia. I love Olivia. I love who she is. I really do. She's so precious to me. But I'm knowing that I'm above her in reality. I'm knowing that this is just a dream. And it's a God dream. And I'm the God dreaming the dream. And I'm the dream. And I'm the dreamer and all of that. Right? Every morning you got to commit to you. Say that. Heaven. You got to commit to you. And so the last thing that I'll say, and then I'll answer some questions for you guys, because I haven't got to answer any questions for you guys in a bit because I've been in such a rush. I do have a session in a minute, but I got some time. The next thing is to exaggerate your value, you guys. Exaggerate it. So I love because again, I told you guys, I came from really low self-concept, right? So even like if low self-concept me saw me today and heard me saying the things I'm saying, she might not even like me, because I didn't like confident people. Thank you, E. Ellington. I didn't like confident people, right? I was like, ugh, they think they're better than everybody. And that's really how I felt. And this guy that I had like a huge crush on one day was like, I don't think he was saying it to me, but he was just like, people hate confident people. And why would you hate somebody for loving themselves? And that stuck with me. Like, why do I hate people for loving them? That's what confidence is. Somebody really loves themselves and I'm mad about it. Why? Because it was reflecting the part of me that couldn't love herself and wasn't confident in herself. And I was mad, salty, right? Which I understand. That's why I don't even get mad. Because I'm like, I get it. I was there, right? But so anyhow, exaggerating your value, right? Like I said, when I had just 1,000 subscribers, I decided I am an icon. My new word is a mogul. I seen somebody, the day that I thought about that word and I was like, oh yeah, I should add that in. Somebody came on my lives with that name. But I'm a mogul, right? In a mogul, I looked up the definition. I really love vocabulary, you guys. And we know ideally what a mogul is, but I wanted to know what the definition was. and it was basically like a person of importance in like a specific topic or whatever, of extreme importance. But yeah, I'm an icon. I'm a mogul. I'm that nigga. I'm gonna tell myself that. I'm not gonna tell myself, yeah, I'm pretty. No, I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. Okay, I'm the epitome of beauty, right? I am the beauty standard, right? Like, me deciding that I'm super gorgeous, you guys, came from me feeling really ugly, which is another thing. I struggled so bad with my self-image, you guys, for my whole life. It was horrid. I thought I was like just super ugly in every way. Every way. I only liked my dimple about. I actually, at one point, I didn't even like my dimple. I thought, oh, dimples make my face look fat. Stupid. Right? I always like my lips, though. You can't deny those. But anyhow, so I realized in the moment, like, the reason I feel ugly is because I feel like the standard of beauty is not what I look like. Right? And in America, and it's changed. But growing up, the standard of beauty was a thin white girl with straight hair, straight nose, right? Light skin, blue eyes, all the things that I don't have, right? So that made me think, that's crazy, Ty, because you're so beautiful. But it made me think that I'm ugly, right? And so in that moment, though, this is what I mean, you guys, about coming above circumstances, even when the circumstance is your own mind, okay? I decided I am the standard of beauty. E. Ellington, exactly. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Let the widow say, it is well, okay? So I had to decide right there, whose standard, though? Whose standard am I putting myself up against? America? Fuck no. This is Livy world, okay? It's la 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 my world, okay? If this is my world and I'm a goddess of my world, then I'm the standard of beauty. They want to look like me, okay? So, and I decided that with no proof. I didn't have people texting me and telling me how beautiful I am. And so I was like, yeah, they said it, so they're right. Yeah, I am, totally. And when you make the decision, you guys, it'll harden into fact. But beyond that, you don't care, right? Like right now, you guys, I don't have any, like I have mascara on and I filled my eyebrows in, but I didn't put any makeup on. And I've always, sometimes I don't put makeup on, on my videos and stuff like that. But I usually do my best to, like, get cute for y'all. But today, to be honest, y'all, I got a headache and I'm just not feeling it. And so I was like, got a little turned up with my SP last night. So, I just didn't feel like doing that extra shit. I got a lot of shit, emails, sessions, all this stuff. And I said, what? I'm beautiful the way that I am. To be honest, I be like, sometimes I like how I look better without the makeup, And, you gotta exaggerate your beauty. You're not just pretty. You're the baddest bitch on the planet, right? You're not just, whatever. You're sexy, you're desirable, you're mesmerizing, right? You're mesmerizing. You're enchanting. People will tell you that. People tell me that. But I told myself that first, right? I told myself that first. When nobody was checking for me, I was checking for myself, and I had to. I make sure. The other day, you guys, I had a moment because I'm still working on my self-image. And I had a moment where I was crying. That's right, I was crying. It was my parents' anniversary the other day, and some of you guys know my father passed away. And so for some reason, it hit me so hard. I mean, birthdays, holidays, all that kind of stuff doesn't hit me that, like, it hits me, but this hit me hard. And I cried for like an hour straight. And I went into the mirror, you guys, and I looked at my face, and y'all know the after cry face. And I thought to myself, I looked at myself and I said, so ugly. And I just turned around and walked out the bathroom. And I stopped myself. And I said, no, let me correct myself, right? No. I apologized to myself for saying something like that. And I told myself, you're beautiful, right? You're beautiful. So it's not, because this is the thing, you guys. Everyone is waiting, 111 people, everyone is waiting for the thing to change, for you to change, for you to wake up and look like fucking, I don't know, Megan Fox or Beyonce, right? I don't know who the kids like these days, one of them, right? You're waiting to look like them, to love yourself. It's so funny, like I remember reading somewhere that beautiful people take great care of themselves. Like you think, like just like with talented people, we think, wow, they're so talented. They just wake up and do nothing and eat potato chips and, you know, play on the piano and they're just amazing at it. No, right? They practice. Beautiful people, it's the same thing. Like when I started when I started loving myself and caring for myself, I started a skincare routine, not because my skin was bad, but because it felt good to love on myself. It just felt good to give myself extra attention. It felt good to have a little routine, a little extra time with me, right? And the result was, look at this, beaming, you know? But it wasn't from trying. I just wanted to do that as a part of loving myself. And to be honest, you guys, my face, like I feel prettier, but my face has not changed. I could show you guys a baby picture. I look the same my whole life. But people will start to see you differently. I'll say one more thing and then I'm going to look at some questions. I remember one time I was looking for an attraction spell, or not an attraction spell, like to make myself more attractive, like something to make myself feel prettier or look prettier. And it was a witch on YouTube, and she was like, yeah, I use, you know, this sigil, and she was like, yeah, I got so many compliments, and she was saying like, the sigil is not really doing anything to people. It's just making you feel, it's changing how you see yourself, and that in turn is changing how you see others. Okay? Thank you, Monique. Love you. But yeah. So it's not like I'm telling you guys, because y'all, I've heard this my whole life. Love yourself and and accept yourself. And I was like, hell no, that's not what I need. What I need is, I was never into plastic surgery, but I was just like, I need to just be prettier. I need to do this. I need to do that. Right? But no, decide that you are stunning. Like go beyond pretty, guys. Go beyond I look good. You need to be on some Cardi B walking past the mirror, ooh, damn, I'm fine type shit. You know? On some Johnny Bravo, man, I'm pretty type shit. On some, damn, like I'm the finest woman in the world. I'm a beautiful goddess. And one more thing too, when you think about a goddess, you guys, it doesn't really matter how beautiful the goddess is. She's gonna be beautiful, of course. Because even think about Beyonce and Rihanna, you guys. Who's more beautiful, right? They're both fucking gorgeous. They're gorgeous women. You're not really like, oh, and so everybody has their preference, right? But so stop, that's number one. Stop trying to think like, oh, if I could just change, if I could just get prettier, I would feel prettier. If I could just look better, I would kill all the competition. No, the prettiest thing that you can do, you guys, is be confident. The most attractive thing that you can do. That's the one thing that unfortunately most women don't have. Baddest bitch, she got the best BBL, right? The best whatever. She's Kylie Jenner copy paste, but she doesn't have confidence, right? The girl with nothing. I saw this video, you guys, TikTok. And when I say this, guys, please know that I'm not talking down to this girl, but I'm saying this to prove a point. But she was very plain, and I don't mean that like not ugly. She was not ugly, and I'm not calling her ugly, but she was somebody that if you were to walk by her on the street, you're not going to turn your head and notice, right? But her energy was, oh, I'm so nonchalant. Oh, I'm so whatever. And everybody in the comments was like, I'm in love with her. I'm in love. I need her. I have a crush on her. All of these things. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's not about what you think it's about. And the a nice people People think I have a BBL, but I'm just Puerto Rican. I can't. Hey, body is tea, okay? Not I flirt with myself every day. I'm serious, y'all. I ain't even gonna get too deep about me and me, but yeah, I be feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but do that, you guys. Feel yourself. Stop waiting. Like, you are beautiful enough right now to be attractive, magnetic, and mesmerizing. It's just you stepping into that and choosing that. And let's say for instance, you did have a really horrible haircut that was just not serving you physically. You would fix it. You would have the impulse to go to the damn place and get your hair done. It's just stop trying to rearrange the outside, right? Come into the inside and the outside will reflect that. So exaggerate. You're not just pretty, you're the baddest bitch on the planet. Be love. Right? Be love to yourself and to others. And work on your self-love and adoring yourself. Right? Adore yourself. I adore me. Everything about me now. I am impressed with myself as a human. I'm impressed as a being this human. I'm impressed with her. All right, y'all, let me read some of y'all's comments. Okay. Right. A legend of the century, period. Heaven. Yes. Lisa, y'all don't laugh, but I play Monopoly Go and act like I'm really a tycoon, as you should, Lee. Because imagination, you know what Neville says, if a fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise. Yeah. Let's see. For girls, the standard can be so polarizing, which is exactly why we should say fuck the standard. You gotta be really skinny and really thick at the same damn time, right? You can't be like, don't be too skinny, don't be too thick, be both at the same time. We need your waist anorexic and your ass colossal, like Big Sean said. Like, nigga, how? How? I'm struggling with actually facing the feelings of if I were my desire an accomplished fact. So as to help me subjectively appropriate my desire true now to manifest it. Tips. Okay, great question. Here's the thing, y'all. You don't need to feel the feelings before you appropriate it. You decide. So for instance, and when I said like that I was in that moment where I was feeling ugly and I was like, I am not at all the standard of beauty. I didn't feel beautiful when I said, no, yeah, I am. I am the standard of beauty. I didn't feel beautiful. I told myself that until I felt like that. So don't worry about the feeling. Go to the end. Decide the end. When you are appropriating the state, you're taking it. You're putting it on. You'll put it on like a new suit, or for us girlies, new shoes. A little uncomfortable. Not quite the best fit to my foot. But walk around in it a bit and it will form. The feeling will come. Right? Don't wait for the feeling. Appropriate. Don't wait for the feeling. Assume it. Well, what if I was? What if I was? Not even what if I was, right? Because that can inspire the feeling, but I am it now. I am. Oh, thank you, Anais. You're so sweet. When I see a pretty girl, I think to myself, she's pretty like me, because there's no such thing as prettier than me. Queen, I love that. Same thing, because as us girls, once again, we can be intimidated by seeing, like, y'all, I live in Atlanta. Atlanta is a bad bitch factory, okay? Like, literally, one of my, she's not really my friend anymore, but a girl came and, like, was in Atlanta, and she's from New York. And she was like, girl, why do the girls look like this here? She was like, why does everybody have their hair done? I was like, it's just Atlanta. That's just how they are, you know? So if every time I see a girl that's gorgeous, I feel bad about myself, well, I'm going to be feeling real bad about myself, right? So instead of feeling like I'm lower than, and it doesn't have to be I'm better than, right? It's not, I personally don't feel the need to step on people to feel good about myself. And people that do feel the need to step on people to feel good about themselves are not actually feeling good about themselves. You don't need to do that when you actually feel confident. So I'm pretty, she's pretty just like me. I love that. I never felt like I look like the woman in the picture. She looks way better. She looks way better was my thoughts. Crazy. If I knew how to do makeup, I'd be a menace. Same. Thank you, Rachel. I love you. Literally perfect just because you're you. Exactly. And so are all of you guys. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Oh, Ty, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. Me and Ty are just like twins. I'm sending you love, beautiful. And I hope that and intend that you feel wrapped with love by your dad. I'm naturally beautiful, which is why I'm always getting looks and compliments. I know that, but great that people can acknowledge this queen, as they will with a self-concept like that, Anais. Oh my gosh. And then Ty says, Olivia and I really are soul sisters. We go through the exact same things after I just said that. I can't. Oh my gosh. After 30 years, I've only started grieving for my parents and my big sis. I'm sorry, Angel. Sending you love for sure. Oh, Ty. Okay. Let's see. This sounds weird, but I find that my eyes appear wider and bigger whenever I've consistently been high vibe aligned at the baseline. My best friend noticed it too. Well, here's the thing, you guys. We're switching out of bodies too. Like, your body is also a projection. So you are technically shifting moment to moment into a new body. But the body is going to be based off of your beliefs and assumptions. So your beliefs and assumptions about how pretty you are or what your body looks like, if it's not changing, then it's going to look the same. Competition where? Biggest joke. Ain't got nothing on me. I love that, Heaven. And I also feel like that. When you realize, that's what I was trying to say, was like the essence of a goddess, right? The essence purely of a goddess, even if you couldn't see her face, is attractive. It's magnetic. It's alluring. Just because. And I feel like that feeling and identifying as the goddess self helps me to separate from trying to change physically and try, like, it's like this competition in girlhood of trying to be the prettiest girl ever. And it's like, we're all pretty. Like, just being the prettiest girl ever, having the experience of being the prettiest girl ever has more to do with confidence than what you really look like. Just a fact. Let's see. Okay, you guys. How do you figure out your purpose? How do you create a clear vision for yourself when you've been just coasting through life? Ken, that's a really good answer. So I would say there's actually something called Discovering Your Purpose Emotions that I did at a retreat one time, and it was really amazing. And you basically go through your memories, like your most happiest memories, and basically trace the emotion. Like, what are the most prominent emotions in the best moments of your life? So for instance, for me, it was connection and freedom. So in my best memories of my life, I felt connected and free. And so my purpose, I wish I could remember the sentence because it was beautiful, but it was something like, my purpose is to connect with others and express my personal freedom, which is perfect. But also, Ken, just be curious about yourself. There might be some fear there about having a good life, but be curious without the fear about, what do I want if I could have anything, right? Because when we're coasting through life, you guys, it's not, you're at a point where you don't believe you can have more most of the time. If you knew that I'm the creator of my life and I could just abracadabra, right? I create as I speak, then you wouldn't just coast through life. You'd be on a yacht with, I don't know, Ken, some Playboy bunnies. How to get an apology text faster or in the here now? Do you recommend SATs or revision? I recommend just deciding. They did text you, and keep deciding that. SATs is a good one too. You can revise. It doesn't really matter. All you really want to do is just decide. I moved from Atlanta to Miami and weirdly get more attention here, a city of influencers. That's funny. Hey, Grace. I want to fully furnish my house in a luxurious fashion. Easy, E. Ellington. Easy. Just see it. Okay? Just see it. I'm trying to manifest weight loss. Ugh, Lee. Focus on loving and accepting your body. This was a big epiphany that I had around my journey with my body, was that I'm doing the same thing that I was telling you guys about earlier, keeping the value out here, and I can't love myself until I look like this. And so you just never get to love yourself, and you just never get to look like that. You know? Oh, not thicker than a Snicker while eating one. I can't. I just love you guys. Okay, I'm gonna answer these last two questions and hop off because I got my session like 5 minutes. But in manifesting steps, do we say that in the state? Do we stay in that state of the first step until it occurs, aka ignoring the final endpoint for a while? Well, it depends. It depends. Like, what do you mean? Because in most cases, I don't believe it's the best thing to manifest in steps, because you're kind of limiting yourself, right? Like, so you're like, oh, I can't get this right now, so I'll do this instead. I really promote going to the end, because the end, you're just kind of making more work for yourself. When you're like, I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting, okay, I got it. Now I'm manifesting. You could have just went to the end and it would all worked out anyways. Can we be sure about thought transmission? Yes. I experience that literally all day, every single day, but you have to experience it yourself to do it. Just test it, Velma. Like, just decide somebody's going to tell you something. Can you explain everyone as you pushed out? I actually have a whole video explaining that in depth, so I would check that out because I do have to go. I was in an accident and looking to manifest another check from the accident. Is it possible? Because I have a feeling it's already on its way, but I'm nervous it won't happen. So feed, I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? All of us have two wolves inside of us. One is light and happy and loving and abundant and perfect. And the other is hateful and dark and angry and resentful. And they are within you, but which wolf wins? Which wolf gets to control you, right? And therefore control your experience? The wolf that you feed. So you have both the light wolf and the dark wolf. You have both the feeling that it's coming and the feeling that it won't. Which one is going to manifest? The one that you feed, the one that you give most attention to. So continue feeding the idea that it not only is it coming, it has come. They actually did send you 2 checks, right? So anyways, you guys, that's all I have for you guys. If you guys would like to join my business group coaching for next month, send me an email. Early bird pricing ends tomorrow. If you guys would like to join my Light of Love specific person group coaching for September, email me. And if you guys would like to support, the best way to receive, one of the best ways to receive is to give. So if you guys would like to donate to one of our fellow sisters who's having a hard time with her son right now, and really she's not, because they actually have an amazing home with his own room and it's so spacious and gorgeous, but just supporting her through this moment, if you guys would like to donate, just donate. No, it's not the Cash App, it's the PayPal, so that I can just send it directly to her, okay? But other than that, like the video, join the Discord, guys. Link is in the description. It's a very wonderful community there. Don't forget to leave a really loving message for my tech goddess for all of her help in creating the Discord for us to have a community. And follow my TikTok. If you guys want cheap vacations and you live in Atlanta, you must live in Atlanta to get those. There's an email in the description for that as well. And I believe that's it. I'm sending you guys infinite love and intending that you all get to experience the feeling of being so deeply loved, not just by everyone in your reality, but most of all, most importantly, by yourself. And I will see you guys in a video soon.